Hello! Today we're going to be reviewing the one and only Soda, but this time we're going to be reviewing Ryoshu's Soda E.G.O. Ryoshu's Soda is a Zayan level E.G.O, has a 15 base with a plus 10 roll, attack weight of 2, and piercing damage. On hit, you inflict 6 sinking potency. On kill, you gain 3 E.G.O resources of a random affinity that is currently owned, and all allies heal 3 SP. Wow, that's such a meaningful amount of SP. But, alright, let's move on to the passive though. Open can. On hit, if the target has 5 or more sinking, inflict 1 defense power down, maximum 5 per turn. Alright, so the on hit effects and the roll are pretty terrible, but it makes up with it with an alright passive, I suppose. Its cost is 15 sanity to use, and 2 gluttony, 2 pride, and 2 envy. Yikes, that ain't necessarily good, I tell you, that's not good. And the resistances don't do any favors by making you fatal to Sloth, injured to Gloom, and envy you're fatal to. So, not looking good. Let's hope the corrosion can turn this around. You know, the corrosion actually might have turned this E.G.O around. With a 26 base, negative 12 roll, piercing damage, and attack out of 2, you don't want a negative coin on Zayan corrosions. You really don't. But on hit, you inflict 6 sinking potency, like before. After attack, not on kill, all allies gain +1 E.G.O resource amp, and apply 1 haste till next turn. So, it's not bad, right? A little bit of a decent roll, has an attack weight, right? Sinking's a little bit nice, but the amp means you're gonna almost become neutral with the cost of this E.G.O. Almost, because it's a corrosion. If it wasn't a corrosion, you go neutral, but it's a corrosion, so even then, it isn't quite neutral. For the drip of this E.G.O, it's honestly pretty good. I like the Awakening. Alright, you gotta love the Awakening. Not as good as Honglu's, but still, can't be better than perfection. So, on the corrosion, it's not bad. It's awfully bizarre, I'd have to say. Heavily bizarre. So, I'd have to give that a 10. Obviously, 10, easy peasy for the drip. On the strength side, it's not very good. Rolls aren't necessarily the best. I mean, you make them not able to block that much. That's a little bit of a bonus, but besides that, there isn't too much going for the strength, so I'll give that a 4 in the strength. And usefulness, I mean, right, if you have a skill 3 that is the only way that you can get like a certain type of resource, and you have that going, and you give all your allies E.G.O resource amp up, then it's alright, right? You can also give some haste to your allies, you can inflict a little bit of sinking. I mean, it's got its uses, none of which are insanely good, but it's got its uses. So that's going to be a 4 as well. Not very high, and I really can't say I'm surprised. I gotta tell ya, these Soda E.G.Os might be no, there's no might about it. These are definitely some of the best E.G.Os in Limbus Company, I gotta tell ya. Yeah, you definitely want to use this over 2 free fragility. Yeah, and you know what's funny? It inflicts 6 sinking potency, and the Ryoshu's Force of Flames inflicts 6 burn potency. That's a little bit funny, but Ryoshu's Force of Flames is just better. It's just better roll, better. The only thing that's a little bit better about this is you have a corrosion, but that isn't always a good thing, especially when it's 2 attack weight. You could hit your allies, but still, honestly, just use Force of Flames. Just use Force of Flames. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. But have a good one.